staying right here, man.
The light from a locomotive can be seen in the distance as Harrison Powder speaks with law enforcement at a railway blockade, telling them to stop a train during a tense few moments. And just then, a voice comes over the radio.
The train that currently stopped will not be on the move.
That was the scene just outside of Winnipeg on Friday night as a group of people standing in solidarity with the Wetsuweten community who is blocking construction of the Coastal Link gas line, which they say is being built on unceded land.
We got your back.
Speaking in the light of day, that's the message Powder, a member of the Urban Warrior Alliance, says the blockade meant to send to those in BC, where RCMP recently arrested more than a dozen people involved in the West Coast land dispute, with Powder saying they are under attack.
It's concerning to us when we see RCMP and industry raid a sovereign nation. It's unceded territory.
He says the message was also being sent to governments in Manitoba and across Canada that treaty and Indigenous rights should and must be respected.
Industry is needed, but at the same time, respect for Indigenous rights and Indigenous people is vital, especially with all this talk about reconciliation. If you don't respect land rights and you don't respect our people, there will never be reconciliation.
The demonstration was one of two in Winnipeg in support of those involved in the West Coast land dispute, as earlier in the day a group of people shut down the intersection of Portage and Main before marching to the Manitoba legislature.
I think it's really important to respect the sovereign nations of all the different tribes of Canada.
That was Lisa BELLEMARE, and while Friday's blockade lasted only into the night and temporarily stopped one train, she says she's one of many committed to the efforts.
I'll be here as long as I'm needed. Yeah, I'm willing to stay all night. I'm really willing to stay as long as necessary to get this message across.
City News requested comment from the Manitoba RCMP about the blockade, but a response was not immediately received. A statement from CN indicated it's aware of events on its network and is closely monitoring the situation. As the land dispute continues on the West Coast, Harrison and others involved in the recent blockade say action across Canada, including right here in Manitoba, will be ongoing. In Winnipeg, Morgan Majeski, City News.